Hi all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using UiPath. In today's session, we are going to discuss about computer vision. So how it varies from the computer vision activities to the normal activities. So basically, if you have seen the computer vision activities over here, so it will be pretty much same the activities which we have discussed previously. So which is nothing but click activity, check, and then like type into get text. So this will be like similar activities which have been seen without the computer vision. But now you are going to see with the computer vision what actually it is. So what is the vital role of a computer vision activities? So the computer vision activities is enable the human-like recognition of an interface. So the data which is looking as a human, so it was enabled in the computer vision activities as well. So if you are facing a difficult to get a selector of a particular element, okay, using a normal activities, you can directly go here and use the computer vision activities which help you to get the particular data like how the human is looking toward to the data. So likewise it is used to recognize the data and identify what kind of data it is and what actually need to be extracted over there. And then so this to use this CV activities, usually we will be needing two kind of inputs, which is a key, which is API key, and then the URL, CV URL. So they have made this generate key, which is a CV key, is generic now. So once you are connected with your orchestrator, you can automatically access those. So no need to provide the key now. So only thing you have to provide is the CV link. So let me jump back to the UiPath Studio and start our session. So before that, just go to the project. Just make a refresh. Already I have placed an application which is OR code scanner, so which help to make this automation. So what we are doing in the computer vision activities. So I will just provide this application as well. Don't worry about those. Okay, let me go to the OR code. Let's open this application. Okay, so let's assume this is the application where the selector will not be going to work. Okay, during those times, so CV activity will take place and it will help you to automate this particular task. So how the humans are looking onto it. So let me close this. Let me minimize this one. We're going to automate this one. So just click on activities. This search here CV. So like how Excel, it will be like we will be having a CV screen scope which used to identify or it used to capture the each and every element of the object which you are going to specify. So let me drag the CV scope. So you have to identify the object. So let me click on identify screen and then identify this particular application. Perfect. So it will be able to detect now. So it has captured each and everything. So let me double click on this one so that you can see the image what actually it has captured. So it has captured one of one. So which is this is a single screen, right? So it has captured one of one. So if you want to recapture once again, so we can click on these three dots and indicate once again. Okay. So here you can see the input. So what are the inputs needed? API key, right? So as I said before, once you are connected to UiPath Studio with the orchestrator, so you no need of this API key. Only thing so you have to provide is the URL. So you can get the URL. So here, so this is nothing but the cvuipath.com. So what actually it will do, once you paste this particular URL, it push the data to the this particular site. Okay, and it will start recognizing. So where this is a centralized location where it is going to push the data and then is going to verify as a like with the help of AI. So what are the output need to be extracted on this object, and once it done the extraction and filtration, it will push the data to the user once again. Just click on OK. I just forward the URL. Just click on save. Okay, so actually now we have captured the entire screen. So we are going to perform the action over here now. So we can get the text, right? So get text. So we have to indicate now once again. So just click on indicate on scope. Just try to indicate what are the actual object which you looking for. So let me click on this create over task. Okay, Let me save here, and we have to create an object so that we can get an output and we can verify on it. Let me give control K, CV, get text, enter, copy, click on OK, and then just try to print this particular data, right line. Okay, perfect. Right? So what actually it will do, it will go here and it will try to read this particular data and capture, and it will write in a right line. Save and then debug. Our execution is started. Let's wait for some time for the output. It start recognizing the data actually now. So it has captured the data. So yeah, we are good with the output. So the next thing, so what we can try with this? So let me type for CV. So we have a couple of activities. So what you can do, type into. We can just make a type into also here. Just click indicate, and then where you are going to type, just indicate over there. I just indicated here, so so it was saying it was not able to identify because since it has a two kind of text box, it was not able to recognize. So we need to provide an anchor. Okay, so with the help of this create anchor, so it was able to recognize this particular checkbox. So are you able to find out what actually the main difference? See, usually when you are using a type into, it will not ask for the anchor. So anchor, which is nothing but a supporting element. Okay, so it will be just asking the tag where you are going to type. That's it, right? So if it is facing a two box, then it will face into the error section. Okay, but in CV activities, it's in prior, it is identifying that it has two text box. Hey, I have two text box. Let please provide a supporting element. So based upon the distance of a supporting element, I will be able to identify where I want to type. So this will be the major difference in the CV activities and the normal activities actually. So let me go back. So what actually we need to type? So let me try to type my name itself. Okay, perfect. Let me click on save. So what actually do, it will get the text and it will type this particular name. Let me save and let me debug. So our execution get started now. I guess our execution is done very pretty much fast. And it's extracted the data which is create over code. Let me go to the application. Yeah, it has typed our name as well, right? So looks perfect, right? Okay. So we can just try to do the out of box things. So these are very common things which will be used in normal activities and CV activities. Hey, we can start unlocking the exceptional scenarios using the CV activities. Let me take an interesting example. So which is data. So you can able to see this particular data in a image format, right? So what we are going to do, so we are going to capture this data as a data table. Okay, so we're going to capture this data as a data table now. Since I have already have this data, I was just going to use over here. Let me start creating the flow. So we're going to use the extract data table here. So what you can do, so let me delete this. So what we can, why I was deleting actually, so we can create a separate CV scope and we can start doing that. Let me comment it out, Control D. So because like we are going to do a separate operation, right? So we are going to capture the data from the image. So this particular CV scope which is used for this application. So what you can do, so let me drag a CV screen scope and then let me open the image as well. Let me refresh, let me open the image and then go back to the studio. Just try to indicate this entire thing and then you can perform the action which actually you needed now. So the CV scope is basically is help to support all the elements what actually you are doing going to perform the application level or the image level. What are the kind of automation you are going to do? So it will capture the each and every elements, okay, the entire elements, and based upon its assumption its data, so it will pass the data to the child activities. So let me pass the CV extract data table. Just click on indicate scope and try to indicate particular data table over here. This try to indicate on this one. So if it is not indicated properly, you can indicate it once again. So if you're facing a issue on the indications, okay, and then just click on save. So what actually you are needed? So you need to write this particular thing as an Excel, right? So what you can do? So you can just use a write range. So write range, and before that, so you have to make a data table for this particular CV extract data table. Just Control K, CV DT, enter, copy this one. Just go here, provide this, and then you can pass your name of the particular data table. So let me make it as Windows details dot x xlx. Okay, so let me add the headers as well. Perfect, right? So what actually we have done, so we are just going to capture the data as an image. So with the help of the CV scope activities, which is the parent activity, which support the all child activities of a CV computer vision activities, and we have made the action. What actually we are going to perform on this particular image, which is CV data table extraction. We are going to extract this particular information at a data table and just going to write in an Excel. Let me save and let me run this one. I guess our execution is done now. Yep, it is done. So let me go to the project. Let me refresh here. Yeah, so we got our Windows data file. Let me open this one. Okay, perfect, right? So we have the data which is an image. So data which is an image is kernel OS released in this particular date. Yeah. So if you're going to try this with screen scrapping or like get text activities, anything will not work over here. So we are not able to get this like a table data into the Excel, right? So only this will be possible in the CV activities. So likewise, CV activities help you to attain the actions or like operations which will be like done by the human usually. So if you are like thinking the actions only will be done by the human, you can go ahead and try with the CV scope activity which help you to unlock the A actions. And then so we have couple more activities over here. Let me go there. Computer vision. So yeah, CV check will help you to check and uncheck the particular checkbox, and then like get highlight. So which is to highlight the particular thing. So let me comment out this one. Okay, and go to the first example once again now. So let me control E. So we have typed here, right? So what you can do, let's make a CV highlight. So where you have to CV highlight, so we can make it off. So here you can indicate where you want, wherever you want to highlight, you can indicate over there. So let me highlight on this particular create over. Okay. So what actually it will do, it will highlight this one, particular one. Okay. Let me save this one and let me debug. So you will not be able to see this highlight things and all. So previously, so we can check it. Let me wait for a few times so that our execution will get started. So execution gets started now. So it has already recognized, so it will have the auto identification that so we have didn't made anything which is type into empty, right? So but see, it has automatically it has found that, so refresh before, so it is predefinedly it is marked as a true. In normal type interactives, what we'll be doing, empty field, right? We will be marking the empty field as a true, and then only it will be removing those whole characters, the previous characters which is already there. But here it was predefined, it has a separate name, so which is nothing but separate refresh before, which is marked as a true one, right? So likewise, CV activities has its own identity when comparing to the normal type into activities or maybe click activities. So and also you have found that it has highlighted, right, this create OR code. Likewise, it will have a separate action. So we can discuss a couple more activities in next section. I hope you got a good ideas in the computer vision activity. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Have a good day.